Hey everyone, welcome back to the show. Well, we have no excuse not to get in shape here at the Shaw Tower because there is a brand new gym opening up.
Yeah, our next guest is officially in what he likes to call the freak-out month, a month before he opens a new facility. Trevor Linden Fitness. Trevor's joining us now. How are you, buddy?
I'm well.
This is the freak-out month.
Explain the month before you open.
Yeah, the freak-out month starts tomorrow, actually. So I don't want to get started too quickly. But yeah, I've always have this. My partner understands me that the month leading up to the opening, it's kind of like the freak-out month.
Now, why is it a freak-out month? I guess especially so because the facility you're going to have here in Cole Harbour is going to be massive.
Yeah, it's going to be fantastic. It's 20,000 square feet, right on the seawall, great North Shore views, water views, fantastic place to work out and train. But it's one of those things where you just get in there and you see everything, and you just see it, and you're just like, whoa.
Okay, we're looking at it now. Yeah. Walk us through. Tell us where it's going to be.
So it's 300 feet long and all along the seawall there.
It's right by the Orca, right? Basically.
Absolutely, it's right by Jack Poole Plaza, and we're going to have a bike rental there as well, which is going to be for our members as well as the public. But the atmosphere and the setting is going to be fantastic down there.
I don't know whether there's another fitness facility in the world that can claim that view. I mean, when you look out and what are you guys putting in front of the windows? Like what goes there?
You know what? It's the world's greatest view, as we all can appreciate.
Do you guys put cardio there? Or do you put
weights?
What?
We're going to have a bunch of cardio across the front there, and it's just going to be super high ceilings, great light, great view. It's just going to be a great atmosphere to train in, and we're bringing Club 16 Trevor Linden Fitness downtown.
Now let's go back a bit and explain Club 16 and your concept, because it really is different from what we have in Vancouver.
Yeah, so I mean, we really are trying to appeal to everyone, not only on price, because at $14.99, it's a great price, but I think more on the atmosphere that we can provide. One of the most encouraging things that we see in Coquitlam and Burnaby is our members are new to clubs. They weren't fitness members before, and I think just the non-intimidating atmosphere, our friendly staff, and just the way our clubs function allow people to feel very comfortable there, and that's what we're trying to bring to the fitness industry.
And you guys have the She's Fit facilities, and you have the independent ones, but within every Club 16 Trevor Linden Fitness, there's a She's Fit element to it, right?
Women's only, which is called She's Fit, which is not the dark hole in the corner with the crappy equipment.
Right.
I think they have a membership at that gym.
I often tease my partner. I say that we make the women's section,
better,
the best part of the club, So it's a great atmosphere, and of course, women have the choice to be in the co-ed side or the women's side.
And it's funny, you're talking about the intimidation factor of gyms that gyms create.
Yeah, there is an
the She's Fit part where gyms seem to alienate women who want to be alone. Why does it seem like, I mean, nobody's done this before?
Well, I think that, like I said, in Coquitlam, I was training out there at 10 o'clock in the morning one day, and I saw a group of seniors, that the price works for them and the atmosphere works for them, and so we didn't want to have a club that you felt like you had to be in shape to come to, right?
Yeah.
It's all about
you got to clean up before the maid arrives.
Yeah, exactly. It's about fitness and overall health. It's not about pump and iron and big muscles. It's about that.
Well, then Eckford can't go.
Yeah, well, unfortunately.
Well, we can do that too. We can please everyone. But so we're really pleased with where we've come from and where we're going. We opened Coquitlam a year ago, and it's been great. In Burnaby, we opened South Burnaby last July. This will be number 3 downtown, which is a big move for us.
And staff is so important at gyms, and the kind of attitude of the people who greet you and who are going to be helping you out, especially if you're new to a gym. How important has that process been for you?
Being able to ask a question, you know what I mean?
Like, what's this?
Like, how do I do this?
I try to be very involved with our staff because they're so important to me, because they are an extension of me, and I tell them that when someone walks into our club, you are representing me, essentially, is what I tell them.
Yeah.
And so we do extensive training, and we've got some fantastic staff, and not only just from greeting people, making them feel comfortable, but for also running our classes, cardio classes, circuit classes, core stretching classes, that sort of thing. They're terrific, and I think that's important. So that's my real focus, is that our staff are excited,
the attitude,
and the team is engaged in our clients.
What led to this? I mean, all this in your life, because everyone in Vancouver for so many years identified you, of course, as a Canuck, and now so many people are identifying you as an active, successful businessman. This is a crazy transition. Not many people pull this off.
Definitely active. The successful part we're going to see. But,
we'll see in the future.
But you know, we've really. It's interesting. The fitness business is something I never thought I'd be involved in. But when my partner came to me and presented the concept of a co-ed, value-priced fitness concept, what I liked about it is I identified with it, and you know, fitness has been a big part of my life, whether it be from a physical standpoint or from a mental standpoint. I think it's an important part of, should be an important part of everyone's life.
It's a thinking process as much as it is a physical process.
100%. It's clear the brain out as well as keep the body fit. So it just worked for me. I tried for months to figure out every reason why I shouldn't do it, and it came down to the fact that, you know, I thought it was something that was authentic to me. I believed in it. I believe in fitness, whether it's for my parents or for younger people. And, you know, it just felt like the right thing to do, and it's been fun kind of working through the process.
So will we see Trevor Linden working out if we are a member at one of Trevor Linden's gyms?
Well, I'm excited, Fiona, because now I don't have to drive out to Coquitlam and Burnaby. I have my own home club.
See,
which
ladies,
is
now there's a bigger reason to join.
Yeah, there you go. How much has your fitness philosophy changed since, I mean, doing it professionally and having to do it day to day? How much is, I know people sort of talk about your bike riding and stuff like that now, but how much has your personal philosophy about fitness and how it fits into your life changed?
Well, I mean, I took it, when you're a hockey player, it's your job. But I think there was a point in my career where it went from a job to a lifestyle. Right. You know, I think a lot of hockey players think I have to work out. And you do have to. But for me, I think, you know, in my early 30s, it became something I enjoyed doing and part of my lifestyle. I think that when you make fitness part of your lifestyle, that's when it doesn't become something you have to do and something you enjoy doing.
Well, and you've done that through cycling, and also you were talking just before about the fact that you've been doing a ton of skiing this year. Cross country, backcountry skiing.
Yeah. So, I mean, I try to, you know, I like to mix things up. Obviously, doing things outside. My fitness has gone from, you know, I've gone from about 220 pounds to about 200 pounds just because I'm not so bulky anymore. I'm slimmed down a little bit from all the cycling.
No more beach muscles, Trevor.
That's what I'm going to be working on come April 1st down here.
He's all bench after that.
It's all, I tell people, you know, my workout consists of abs and biceps. That's all I do, you know. So no more of those, you know, those heavy squats I had to do when I was playing hockey. It's all about biceps and abs. So.
Okay, let's talk a little bit of hockey. What was it like for you watching the Canucks going through the Stanley Cup run last year, being who you are?
Well, I mean, I was excited, obviously, for the guys, and I have to say, I was so certain they would win before the series started. Then they got up 2-0, and I was like, they're going to win. I was so excited, and it was hard. It was so hard to watch.
Heartbreaking.
I went to Game 5 here in Vancouver, and they won to make it 3-2, and I thought, and then when I watched Game 6, I was actually in New York watching Game 6 because a friend of mine was opening a retail store there, and when they lost that game, I was crushed because I just had this awful feeling that it was just going the wrong way.
It's a crazy game, and it's so beautiful, and it is like life in so many ways. Momentum sometimes comes, and it's how you weather that can really define what happens.
Yeah, I mean, it's really hard. I'd been there, so I knew, and I before the series started, I saw both teams, and I thought, boy, one of these teams is going to go home very disappointed, right? I didn't think it'd be Vancouver because I thought they were the better team, and I still think they were the better team. But timing,
injuries,
and you know, their game just didn't. You know, they couldn't get their power play going. They couldn't score. Thomas got hot. That's sport, right? You know, things just ebb and flow, and it just happens, right? So it was hard for me. I felt so bad for the guys, but they got another chance this year. I mean,
okay, let's talk about this year because the boys are looking pretty good, aren't they?
They are. I mean, but when you think about it, the mountain is high to get back there.
It's the craziest sport to try and win a championship in. It's just, I mean, bizarre.
You think of the West. I mean, it is crazy to think what they're going to have to go through to get to the final. You know, you think of you know, Detroit and Chicago and San Jose
St. Louis,
and Nashville.
Chicago.
I mean,
oh God, we're going to die, Trevor.
I know,
but the list is just daunting.
But I will say this. I mean, they're good, and they're good because they've got great leadership. Daniel Henrik, Ryan Kessler, Bieksa. Coaching staff is phenomenal. Their goaltending is it's the best. Their defense, they've got a great team, and they've got great leadership, and they can put it together.
Okay. So.